Saints Row was one of my favorite series of all time, and I can't wait to see more of it when it launches on August 23rd. So far, the reboot looks really fun. It's packed with more features than I anticipated, which is why I think it's time we go over all of the most important things you should absolutely know before buying it. And to celebrate the launch, I'm also giving away a copy of Saints Row Gold Edition on whichever platform you want. All you have to do is to be subscribed to the channel, leave a like on the video, and comment what is your favorite feature. You'll find the giveaway links in the description below as well as the pinned comment, and I'll reach out to the winner at the end of the giveaway. Now, the action is set in Santo Ileso, a fictional city loosely based on Las Vegas, Nevada. From the opulent city center, bustling casino lights, all the way up to the more rundown outskirts and the vast unforgiving desert, this is going to be the series' biggest, most detailed playground setting to date. At the start of the game, Santo Ileso is actually split into 9 different districts, most of which are under the control of other various rival gangs. You'll need, of course, to battle these factions, snatch these districts out of their control, and build your own empire of illegal operations to become the big boss. And that's basically what you are. In the familiar Saints Row fashion, you are the boss, and you'll need to build your empire from the ground up if you want to succeed, but to achieve all of that, you will do so in style. Luckily, the Boss Factory is Saints Row's most feature-packed character customizer to date, and it's surprisingly all there at your fingertips. You obviously get to customize your character right from the start, but you can always visit a wardrobe later on, or simply pull out your phone and access the style menu at any given time. The range of options here are also pretty wild. You have full control over the character's face and body structure, including even asymmetric options for the face. The skin colors will also vary from the more human-like options all the way up to the more outlandish ones, including chrome, gold, kaleidoscope, and there's even a galaxy skin in there too. Face and hair options are also a no-brainer, with lots of control over the hairstyle, hair dyes, eyes, face shape, and my personal favorite, the ability to customize and color your own teeth. It actually goes a step further, as you can control even the types of emotes and the walking animation styles that your character use in pretty much all gameplay scenarios. Suffice to say that with such a wide range of options, you're not going to run out of possibilities, and you can always save these as your favorite looks in the style menu presets. Now, exploring the open world is another one of those fun activities that you can do in Saints Row, and it's actually one of the most fun because there's a wide range of vehicles that can achieve that in really cool ways. There's over 80 confirmed vehicles to collect and customize in Saints Row, from cars, boats, and planes, all the way up to hoverboards, wingsuits, and more. Most of them you acquire by stealing them and then bringing them back to your garage, but many are earned via special game rewards. To expand upon vehicle ownership, Saints Row lets you also fully customize all of these vehicles at any nearby body mod shop. Here you can choose what body kits, bumpers, side skirts, engines, tires, and pretty much everything else in between you want to apply to your current ride. That's, or if you're feeling a bit lazy, there's also the preset options that radically changes the look and the feel of any given vehicle with just the press of a button. It doesn't stop here, as all vehicles in Saints Row will also feature their own unique upgrade tier system. With it, you can pretty much unlock special powers for that specific vehicle to make it a lot more useful or a lot more fun. For example, you can install nitrous for a massive boost to speed, instant slide to instantly step to the side and avoid collisions or take a tight turn, set of kneecappers, these disable other vehicles and also prevent cop cars from slamming into you. There's also a towing cable to pull other vehicles, or the wrecking ball to just wreak havoc around you. But my favorite is likely the ejection seat, as this lets you quickly pull out the game's glider and then give you a whole new perspective on open world exploration during high-speed chases. Now, obviously, Saints Row wouldn't be Saints Row without an overly abundant selection of guns. While it's unlikely to also provide superpowers like in 4, the game does feature an extensive selection of weapons. And the best part about this, these are fully customizable too, just like in the case of your character and the vehicles. Say you got bored of your regular old rocket launcher, you can always turn it into a guitar case instead, or if you want to roleplay as Penguin, you can pretty much change any basic assault rifle and make it become an umbrella. Outside of this, the weapon customizer lets you pick the paint, material, and color for each individual piece that makes up that specific gun, so that you can bring your own flavor when committing crime. Basic weapons aren't the only ones though, as there's plenty of other more outlandish options we had a glimpse of in some of the recent videos, stuff like railguns, futuristic weapons, and other more gimmicky ones that don't necessarily do what you expect them to do once you pull that trigger. This will actually all come in handy because you'll need all of that firepower to defeat the enemy gangs and grab their territory out of their control so that you can create your own version of a criminal empire. There's 3 gangs in the game that are featured so far. This includes the Los Panteros, which are a more rugged bunch that mainly use handguns, assault rifles, or rocket launchers, and who are known for their love of tuned up cars and bikes. Then we also have the Idols. This bright neon clothing wearing bunch has a lot of control over the nightclub scene throughout Santo Ileso, so eventually you're going to run into them too. And finally we have the Marshall Defense Industries, which is a private military corporation that are known for having some really high-end tech stuff right there, like I'm talking super futuristic kind of weaponry. Obviously, you won't fight alone in all of this, as you'll assemble your very own crew of not-so-law-abiding companions. We of course saw 3 of them so far. So one of them was Nina, a mechanic that formerly served the Los Panteros but now serves your own gang as its driver. We also have Kevin, a DJ formerly part of the Idols gang that handles the execution of heists. And finally, Eli, a business entrepreneur that now helps planning your gang-related activities and building up your empire. Safe to say that all of this also ties into your HQ and of course your crew/faction. Your base of operation, your main hub, or the Saints HQ is where you will make things happen and where you get access to things way more conveniently. Like for example, this one is going to also have a weapon cache to quickly access any unlocked arsenal choices, a wardrobe feature that lets you choose any clothing style you've already bought, and finally the garage that lets you pick and customize the vehicles you've got in your fleet. The HQ itself is also customizable and you can really put your fingerprint on it. Throughout it, you're going to find various pedestals where you can display a variety of collectibles that you can decorate the base with and switch between at any time. What's awesome is that there's also a returning feature here, which is the possibility to choose and set up the dress code for your own crew, so you can dictate exactly how your crew members or gang members will look like, all the way up to the rides that they will drive around. So you also have control over the vehicles if you want all of your gang members to turn out, for example, in monster trucks. Yes, that's totally viable. But moving on, any self-respecting criminal mastermind will also have a war room with a war map, where you can plan your expansion throughout the city accordingly. This is going to let you access the Criminal Ventures feature, which lets you build various types of businesses around the city that might or might not be fronts for illegal operations. Yeah, they totally are. These are basically going to let you, kind of have semi-legit businesses that actually have illegal activities in the background. Stuff like building an international arms trafficking operations that brings you millions a day, an emporium that supplies and provides expert training for when you need to pull off a heist, an illegal waste disposal company, and there's 14 such different businesses that you can expand upon and shape the city with to truly become a, well, in this case, criminal mastermind. In any case, there's one final feature that I will quickly cover, and you know I always like having some kind of unlockable skill tree in even action games, and Saints Row also features a skill tree with about 20 skills in total that you can unlock as you level up. The majority of them are actually active abilities that you can activate with the press of a button, so this is going to come in handy with a wide range of invaluable advantages. Like for example, at level 2 you can already unlock the Pineapple Express, which lets you grab an enemy, drop a grenade down their pants, and then just throw them at their friends for a massive explosion. Or the level 9 called the Flaming Punch. This ignites your fists, for an explosive punch, the impulse trap, an anti-gravity device that lifts enemies up in the air and leaves them vulnerable to damage, and of course towards the end you can also get something like the death blossom. You can spin around with this, firing bullets in every direction for some nice AoE damage. And there's gonna be plenty more along the way that provide a whole bunch of gadgets or abilities that will be very useful in combat. On a final note, the game comes out on August 23rd for PC, PlayStation and Xbox, and will also feature a 2-player drop-in co-op multiplayer in which you can play the entire game together with a friend from start to finish. Overall, really excited for this. Let me know if you're also excited for Saints Row. As always, if you want to stay up to date with that or just want to show your support, dropping a like, leaving a comment and pressing the subscribe button will go a really long way. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you soon.